Would you look at that? Oh, Beans, it's okay. Two boys are having a relaxing day upstairs. We've had Minnie for 2 years now. The cats have gotten used to her in that time. These two have something about these two. He does not like her at all, so he'll hiss at her. But Turbo is like kind of the sweet and shy boy, and Minnie doesn't really bat an eye at him. And Mr. Beans here, we actually rescued him with our own bare hands. He drove in my grandma's car, like in the engine of her car. I don't know how he didn't burn alive. Long story, but we finally got him. And now he's ours, because we worked so hard to get him. And then these two are just adopted. He was from a shelter, and then she was from a foster home. She actually had a family before us, so we don't really, and a brother, and we're assuming that they got them from a breeder when they were puppies, and then they gave her and her brother up when they were 6 months old, and then they both went to a foster home. I really hope that her brother's doing well. I really wanted someone I knew to adopt him, but that's all right. Minnie loves all the attention, doesn't she? I'll let y'all relax. Minnie, leave them alone. Let them get their beauty rest now. Okay, it's like 30 minutes later and I just played some piano, and it's probably like close to 10 o'clock now, and I think I'll look at my homework now. But first, laundry. This probably... Oh. I wanted to record a little bit just because there are big changes happening in my life and it doesn't really feel that way. Oh my gosh. I spent 3 years in this early college program and now it's just like basically over. I already turned in my internship project. I have one more seminar class to go to. It's funny because when things that you've been doing for so long or worked so hard on, when they end, sometimes it's just like another day, which I kind of like that. I don't need some big celebration, but I'm also not going to the graduation we're having because there's not really a point for me to go. My second niece will be born like the day before, and next week my mom and I are going to a concert, and it's 3 hours away. And then the next morning I have my final math exam. I did not plan that out very well. I have to drive home that night and then get up at 10 for my math exam because it's in person. And then it's done. And then this summer I got my school orientation. I got into the theater program at the college I'm going to, which is super duper cool. FAFSA is still backed up. Like I don't have any grants or scholarships or anything of the sort, or loans yet. Pretty frustrating because it is the first year that I'm doing FAFSA, so of course it's backed up. I know that I want to go to this school either way and not gonna have a big large college bill because I'm staying home and I'm only going for 2 more years. It's a cool thing about the early colleges, you get to graduate early. Instead of class 2027, I'll be 2026. Yeah, I think, yes. This program went by pretty fast, but also, you know, I was 16 when it started and I'm 19 now. It's crazy. It started when I got my driver's license. Now I've been driving for 3 years. I feel like I've been driving for longer, but yeah, it'll be cool to look back at this in maybe 2 years, 5 years, maybe when I graduate from university. I mean, I have no idea what's going to happen afterwards, and I have to just make peace with that. Things like this year was like my chill school year, so kind of boring, but I was also really excited for it because I just wanted to chill out. I think things have just been kind of really boring and mellow that it makes me ready to go into the next school year and excited, and I'm grateful for that because I'd rather be like really ready and like ready to start doing stuff rather than like nervous and whatnot. Also, I made the last video, I was like walking on my spring break. It's like probably the first day of my spring break, and I was having the time of my life. I felt so at peace and happy, and then I kid you not, the day after, like things just went downhill for the next few weeks. Things I couldn't really control, and some really unfortunate and sad things. And then I also got sick with COVID for the second time, so that was insane. I get all of the symptoms, but things are good now. So I don't really have an agenda for today, except just finishing up schoolwork, but I'm not very motivated to do that at all, even though I have this week and next week, and then I'm done. Definitely gonna try and bust that out. But it's also kind of gloomy today, and it's supposed to get sunnier around like 3 or something. So that's probably when I'll go outside with Minnie. Sorry, Minnie, you gotta wait a little bit. Also, one more thing for future reference. Taylor Swift's new album came out. I got up, like, I had to work the next morning, but I like woke up in the middle of the night and I listened to the whole album, which was 30 something songs, and I was actually just disappointed. It's not my favorite. It probably beats debut, and that is it. Yeah, it was just kind of boring and repetitive to me, and that's all I could say about it, but that's all right. Hopefully it'll be redeemed when Reputation comes out again. Oh my gosh, the bullet tracks for that, I'm sure they'll be good. But I think too, like, I just want some happy summertime music, and that is not what the Tortured Poets department sounds like at all. Yeah, maybe it just came out the wrong time of year, but it's whatever. Also, I'm in a Shakespeare class because it's a requirement for my theater degree, and like, I don't love the class. I mean, it's a lot of essays and writing and stuff, and I never actually read a full play. I always have to look at the translation, but I do really appreciate Shakespeare, honestly. Never saw that coming, but he's a great writer. Alright, it's now time to do the schoolwork, but every single time I go and do it, then my computer's about to die, so we'll see how much I can do. I have discussion posts, which those are probably my least favorite assignments ever. And then an essay, rough draft I have to turn in tomorrow, and some worksheets, but those are due this weekend, so not too much that I have to do. I finished everything that I'm not doing that, sorry. No. My math teacher thinks she can make us do discussion assignments and watch TED Talks. Like, no, just teach math. Why don't ya? No thanks. Yeah, not too much going on. And then next week is the last week. Whoop, 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 whoop. Speak. Whoop, whoop, walk time, Minnie. The sun's out, Minnie. So I took Minnie down to the park by the water, and literally no one was there except for this man. And then come to find out he's the park ranger, of course. So I got in trouble, kind of. I didn't know that I couldn't walk her through on a leash with literally no one there, but whatever, it's fine. That always happens to me, I feel.